Respect to the Vikram Lander, which was supposed to have a soft landing on the south polar region of the moon. Now, NASA has released high resolution images captured by its reconnaissance orbiter of the moon's uncharted south pole, where the Chandrayaan 2 lander was supposed to have a soft landing. Now, they had earlier said that their orbiter is not in the same in the same region where the Vikram lander was supposed to go ahead and land, but now seems like they have got few images. They have also gone ahead and said that these more images will be taken in the month of October during a flyby in favorable lighting. But this particular image, that is two of the images which were taken, they were taken at dusk, and that is why it is not that clear. They have not spotted Vikram lander, but they know where exactly it was supposed to have a soft landing. So these images have been released as of now. Well, I'm joined in by space consultant Sudhindra Al Doderi on the phone line, who is also the former DRDO scientist. Well, many thanks for joining us, Mr. Sudhindra. First of all, with respect to NASA going ahead and identifying the soft landing spot somewhere, they were not possible to identify Vikram lander, but they at least know which is the location, and they have even promised that they will be going ahead. They will be giving many more images in the month of October. So, can we expect some kind of understanding why they lost communication with Vikram lander in the coming days?
Okay. One speculation is that Vikram could not soft land on the moon. That is the reason we lost communication. And ISRO chairman was earlier making a mention. The last 15 minutes of the lander journey is basically a terror.
Right.
So the terror had occurred, and we lost communication. And what we need to understand is this lunar day and lunar night. We have 14 days of lunar day and lunar night.
Correct.
And it started on September 7th, and now it ended on the September 21st, daytime. So in the at least during that 14 days of daytime, whether we are able to locate the lander was a big question. And NASA had a lunar orbiter, so which has captured, and you have just shown the pictures over there. And it's again a speculation. The expectation is that it must have crash landed on that side, because that location of the landing was known, and exactly at that position the pictures were taken. But those pictures would not immediately give us any clue. It can give us clue that Vikram must have landed forcibly, not a soft landing. The second thing is the next 14 days would be crucial, because even if it is located, even if it is recovered, whether the lander and the Pragyan rover would be able to work is the biggest question, because the next 14 days will be night for the lunar night, and the ambient temperature could go up to minus 200 degrees Celsius, and all the instrumentation of the lander would not have been qualified for that to operate in those temperatures. That is the reason the plan of Pragyan and Vikram to work only for 14 days is that within the daytime of lunar, that is the normal ambient temperature, the instrumentation could have worked. And now, even if it is recovered, if it is identified, we doubt whether the lander and the rover would be able to work. But
now, somewhere can we expect, though your US earlier had also said there are possibilities that it could have landed few kilometers away, because we are not in the same path. So, is there possibilities that, somewhere a few kilometers away it could have landed?
Yeah, it could have landed. See, definitely. See, it would not have been orbiting. See, moment in the last 2.1 kilometers, it's only going to land, but the speed could have been controlled, and it would have had a soft landing. That was the expectation. Probably that speed control must not have worked, and it must have forcibly landed on the moon surface. And expected is somewhere around that zone, because in it's a large area between two craters, and you are trying to identify a small object. It's very, very difficult from an orbiter to, despite the high resolution cameras, it would be very difficult to identify exact location. Probably in the next 14 days, again, one more round of pictures, probably we may be able to identify or find the exact location. See, the takeaway from this is if we had decided the point of landing, did we make an error in our judgment? Did it land somewhere else? And the second thing is why it did not do the soft landing. So those are the lessons for the future missions, and already the chairman ISRO has constituted a national committee for investigating the reasons for this, within quotes, the failure. And
Right.
definitely we will be able to understand better things, and we will be able to get more information. And this NASA pictures would definitely aid and help us in the investigation, what I can say at this point of time.